PTA coach back at it again. Welcome once again. For those of you brand new to my channel, please like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification button so you know exactly when I come on. So, guys, I have a very important topic to talk about today, okay? Physical therapy worker shortage in America. Physical therapy worker shortage in America. Now, I know a lot of you have heard this so many times, right? There's like in general shortage of healthcare workers in America. And I truly believe it, guys. I truly believe it. I am a physical therapist assistant licensed in the state of Texas. And with my little experience, guys, I'm just one guy out of hundreds of thousands of people out there in the healthcare profession, right? And what do I see? What do I see, guys? I see a high demand for our services, guys. I see a very, very high demand. There's no shortage of work, okay? There is no shortage of work, especially for those of us in the world of home health. If you're working in home health as a physical therapist assistant, also as a physical therapist, there's no shortage, guys. Monday through Friday, you're going at it, grinding, right? Every day, going out to see these wonderful patients, providing treatments and care. And so, guys, the work is there, okay? So, from all the things that I see from my 8 years in this profession, there is a very high demand, guys, but I think the supply of licensed professional is low. It's very, very low. And I think my experience speaks to what I hear or when I watch certain blogs or read certain articles. It's true. There's so much work to do, but there's just a few licensed professionals to be able to go out and do the work. So there's high demand, okay? There's a very, very high demand. And in this day and age, I feel like with everything going on, of course, there's a big talk about AI. We've all heard about AI and how AI is replacing a lot of jobs. I don't see that being the case anytime soon. I mean, I've seen little AI robots and stuff like that that talk like humans, being able to do so many things, right? AI seems to have the answer to everything. That's why sometimes, not that I digress, if you go into the grocery stores, a lot of jobs that were done by humans in the past is now being done by AI or done by using technology, right? For example, a good example of that is the self-checkout stands, right? Years ago, we never had such a thing as self-checkout stands. Now they're in a bunch of stores. A bunch of stores out there have self-checkout stands. So AI is taking over the work being done by a human. But once again, guys, once again, a lot of jobs out there, AI cannot take over those jobs immediately. Okay. Going back to the world of healthcare once again. There's no such thing as an AI nurse. Now, AI is helping a lot in the world of healthcare, like as far as like applications, tools, websites, a lot of things that we were not able to do in the past. Now we can use AI to do those things. Okay. But AI is not going to drive to a patient's house and provide physical therapy services. AI is not going to drive to a patient's house to recommend exercises. AI is not going to do a lot of things. So sorry about that, guys. I got a phone call. So in the world of physical therapy, okay, right now, if you're working or if you're in that world, there's no shortage. There is no shortage, guys. There is absolutely no shortage. You're working Monday through Friday, even sometimes Monday through Sunday. Okay. So, my advice for a lot of you who want to go into the world of healthcare, a lot of things in healthcare, there's that job stability. Okay. And we need that in this day and age, in this economy. You have to have that job stability. You cannot afford to be unemployed. We can't afford to be unemployed. Okay. So if you're stepping into the world of healthcare, specifically if you want to become a physical therapist or a physical therapist assistant, just keep in mind that you would always have work to do. Okay? You would always have work to do. There's no shortage. So once again, it's a great time for a lot of us as therapists to be working, right? It's a great time. Why do I say that, guys? A lot of us in the world of technology, if you're into IT, okay, you know what's going on right now. There's a bunch of layoffs. There's hundreds of thousands of people losing their jobs. Okay, losing their jobs. So what do they have to do? I think it was the other day in some company, as it was a UPS or somewhere else, they laid off like 20,000 people. That's 20,000 people that have to go find jobs elsewhere. Okay, so in the world of tech, if you're into IT, like software engineering and all this other stuff, I'm not saying it's bad, but a lot of those jobs, I call them seasonal. You know why? Because when the economy is not doing so well, when the cost of living is high, when just life in general is expensive, a lot of those companies cut down their expenses. Okay? They cut down their expenses. That's what they do. And so because of that, a lot of us end up without jobs. Okay? Now, once again, I'm not saying being in healthcare is better than being in technology, but what I'm saying is in this day and age, you need to look in those sectors that are stable. If you have sectors that have a shortage, where there's a high demand for workers, those jobs are going to be more stable than the jobs where you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You're working today, tomorrow you're laid off. That's just the truth of the truth of the truth. Okay? All right, so I want to welcome to my channel Jupiter. I want to welcome Angela White to my channel. Jupiter says then step up your game. I'm not sure if I understood what you were talking about. I talked about a lot of things, right? So, well, Andrew, that's not really what I'm talking about at this time. I don't know when you joined, but I'm just saying that if you are in the world of healthcare, specifically, if you're in the world of physical therapy, if you are a physical therapist or a physical therapist assistant, there's plenty of work. Now, on my channel, guys, I do a couple of things, right? I coach a lot of us that want to become physical therapist assistant. I am a licensed physical therapist assistant in the state of Texas. So for a lot of you who want to go into that career, you're kind of thinking, okay, what can I do now? Is it possible for me to do this? Can I go through school? Can I take the state board exam? Can I pass this exam and become licensed? This is the channel where I talk to all of us about how to do exactly that. Okay? Now, I don't know about other countries, guys, and how things work there. But once again, if you are in America right now, okay, and you're struggling, you're having all these stuff going on with the job. Today you have a job, tomorrow you don't have a job. And all these things are going on. You need to look into the world of healthcare now, guys. I am in the world of tech, okay? I am in the world of tech also, but healthcare has proven to be more stable for me. Okay, I don't know what your story is. I don't know what you do for a living. I'm not saying that what I do for a living is better than somebody else's, but the topic of this video today is physical therapy worker shortage in America. Okay, and once again, a lot of you in the world of home health, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's no shortage of work. They're actually asking you to do more. You hit your capacity, they're still asking you if you can do more. That's because there's a very high demand for our services. Okay. So, guys, I just want to come on and share that with us today. This is what I think. If you have an opinion from different for what I just talked about for the first few minutes or the entire video, drop a comment, guys. Tell me what your experiences are in the world of healthcare, specifically if you are a physical therapy assistant or a physical therapist. Okay. Drop the comments, okay? Drop the comments. We need to know. I feel so bad, guys. I really feel so bad when I listen to something on the news or on YouTube and people cry about how they lost their jobs, and it's a real thing because it makes a huge impact and dent on people's lives. Imagine losing your job now. You can't pay for your phone. You can't put gas in your car. You can't pay your rent. You can't buy food to eat. There's just a lot of things that go through your head when you lose a job. Okay? Even if you have savings, when do you get your next job? Once again, a lot of us in the world of technology, you lose a job in IT, it takes just as long to get another one. And if you guys doubt anything I'm saying, go on YouTube or any of your social media platforms and listen to all the testimonies of people who talk about job losses. Listen to them and listen to what they have to do just to get another job. Well, that's not the case in physical therapy, guys. I never had a hard time getting a contract or contracts in physical therapy. I never had a hard time. Never. If by Monday I walk into an office right now and I tell them I am a licensed PTA here in the state of Texas and they're looking for a physical therapist assistant like myself, guys, guess what? I'm leaving that office, or before I leave that office, I'm signing contracts already. They're just going to ask basic questions, verify that my license is legit and that I am who I say I am, orientation, and let's go. Let's get to work. Okay? Let's get to work. And I don't know if you guys experience this, but in the world of IT, guys, when I go looking for jobs, oh my gosh. First of all, you submit your resume and then the interview is scheduled. After the interview is scheduled, you have the interview and then they tell you, oh, we'll get back to you next week. What is that? Oh, because we're interviewing other people, by the way. See? We're interviewing other people. But in healthcare, guys, in my experience, there's no such thing as we'll get back to you next week. You're getting to work immediately. As long as and as soon as they've verified all your credentials, you're good to go, guys. There's no such thing as we'll get back to you next week. And in this economy, guys, and I'm not going into politics of anything, the cost of living is very high. There's a high rate of unemployment. A lot of people are getting laid off. You can't afford to be unemployed. You can't afford to be unemployed. A lot of us go as far as to learn some type of skill or trade. It's important, guys, because gone are the days of just having a degree from college. It's just not good enough anymore. It's just a piece of paper. You have to learn skills or a skill that will keep you employed. That is just the truth of the truth of the truth. And one of those skills that will keep you employed, guys, is going back to school to become a physical therapist assistant or a physical therapist. Okay? That's been my experience ever since I've gone to school, got my license, and started working. I've stayed working. Okay? I have stayed working. So just wanted to come on and share that with all of us today. I appreciate you guys for joining my channel. Please don't forget to hit the notification button on the way out. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll continue to bring you guys more content, guys, and I appreciate you. Please go out there and have a wonderful day and stay blessed. Bye-bye.